Largo de la Cruz, and today we're going to learn another course number 10-00012. This is Upper Intermediate English, and I hope that you will stay with me until the end. We are going to learn Unit 7, and you're going to learn a lot from this unit. So see ya! Intermediate English 10-00012. So I'm Mr. Jamar Largo de la Cruz again, and we are going to have a discussion for Unit 7. So let's go now. All right, so the objectives of this unit is describing people with the adjective words. So we are going to talk about descriptions and adjectives. Define relative closest to say which people, places, and things exactly. And identify topic and note the words and phrases. Listen about some important things in life. Share and talk to someone about what you like and dislike. And also, you are going to read about learning how to do speed reading and then write about someone who's important in your life using, of course, the adjective words and relative clauses. So let's talk about that one. Now, before we will start with this memory game. So this one is match the photos to the numbers given in each box. So you're going to match these photos. So let's go now to intricity. So let's open this one. Then before we are going to play this one, the students will be grouped into five. So you're going to be in your group and you have to remember, but I would like you to not use your phones because this is a memory game. So you have to make fair for the other players. So you should not record or use your phone taking photos or write the pictures or numbers that you see. So you have to remember because this is a memory game. So I think everyone is ready now. So I'm going to open it now. All right. So while waiting for this one, so each group should choose two uh, two numbers. So we have here 24 numbers. So match the pictures to the name of this country. Example, you will choose 1 and 2. So 1 is London, 2 is America. So that is not a match. So you have to find a London picture. So this is not a match again. All right, let's check. Let's find at least one. And this is what you're going to do when you play. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is Australia. So if the group can guess one of the photo that matched the photo, then they're going to continue still until they got mistakes. So that is how you're going to play match the pictures of this country. So thank you. So that's it for that. And now let's continue. So that is all about the memory game. So the reason why we're talking about this one because we're going to talk about my world. So in this part, I have a question to you like how good is your memory and what could you remember for your last vacation? So all of us had a vacation, I know. So what could you remember when you were having your vacation? Yes, that's it. Very good. So that is how, a lot of things that we could remember during our vacation. Some of you went to other country maybe, and some others might just go around Thailand or around your country. So that is how. You could enjoy your life having your vacation. So now let's proceed now. So learning about the vocabulary. So let's read the words and the pronunciation of every word first. So we have here the word picturesque, picturesque. ambitious, or others will say ambitious. So you can read that one, ambitious or ambitious, reckless, and then adaptable, inquisitive, handy, tricky, decisive, and then lively. Again, picturesque, ambitious, reckless, adaptable, inquisitive, handy, tricky, decisive, and then lively. All right. So let's see. So I will be showing pictures to you and you're going to tell me which pictures describes the words above. So the words here that I mentioned above, you're going to tell me which picture are shown below. Of course, number one is adventurous. How about this one, do you think? This one is reckless because you know why she is reckless? She's using the phone without, I mean, she's using the phone while driving, so that is reckless. Next, how about this one? Great, this is lively, okay? Lively. So you can see in the photo. And then this one, oh, this is a beautiful picture. See that one? That's so beautiful there. Okay, so this one is, of course, picturesque. Great. Okay. Next. What do you think is this? That is ambitious. Very good. Next, how about this one? So he might be busy. He has a lot of hands there. That is right. This is adaptable. Next, how about this one? So you got something like choosing. So this is decisive. And look at the boy there. Yes, you are right. That is inquisitive. All right. So again, the words that we have. Oh, another one we still have. That's handy. And of course, the last one is tricky. Now, based from the picture that you have seen, I think you already have the idea what are these words means. Now, let's proceed now to the meaning of every word. So we have here, again, the word is picturesque, ambitious, reckless, adaptable, inquisitive, handy, tricky, decisive, and lively. Number one, the answer there is adventurous. So I put a picture there because it is included in, I include this one because adventurous person is a person who likes to try new things or exciting things. So if you are this person, you call yourself adventurous. Next, number two, reckless is a person who takes risks and doesn't think about danger. So that is what you call reckless. In number three, of course, a place that is very busy and exciting. So that is lively. So you could say like the market is lively today, or you could say like Phuket is lively today because it's summer. So that is how you're going to say about lively, or that is the meaning of lively. Next, picturesque is a place that is attractive, as you can see in the photo a while ago, and especially one that is old and interesting. So that is what you call picturesque. Now, number five, a person who wants to be successful, rich, or famous. What do you think is this? That is right. It's ambitious, and there's nothing wrong to be ambitious so long as you know what to do and it's not ruining your life. Number six, of course, adaptable is a person who can change his or her behavior ideas easily to deal with new situations. So you adapt things around you easily. So that is what you call adaptable. A person who can make choices quickly and confidently. That is decisive. Okay, so if you're a person who can make choices quickly and confidently without doubting yourself, your decision from the word decision, so that is decisive. Number eight, a person who asks a lot of questions or is eager to learn new things is, of course, inquisitive. So if you know someone that's asking a lot of questions, especially kids. This is for kids. For kids, like always asking, like why does the sky is blue? Why the bird fly? Something like that. That is being inquisitive. And if you have a friend like this, so that friend of yours is inquisitive. Number nine is a thing that is useful, that is handy. Okay, something like easy to use and really like you can just find it easily and then you can use it easily. So that is handy. Number 10 is a thing that is difficult to do. So that is tricky. So that's why a while ago you see the picture there a while ago of mathematics. So of course mathematics is tricky. Not most of the time, but usually. All right, so that is vocabulary. So thank you so much. Again, these are our words, and I hope that you could remember these things because this is a really important in learning this unit. So you are going to learn here at descriptive words. In these 10 words are really useful for you to speak. So you have to practice your English using these words. So again, the words here is picturesque, adventurous, reckless, lively, ambitious, adaptable, decisive, inquisitive, handy, and tricky. So these are our words for this unit. So let's proceed now. Now, in order for us to further learn about the vocabulary, so we have here some activities for you. So we have here number one. Let's answer this one together. Number one, I don't try parachuting or scuba diving because I'm not really an. Look at one. There's the word and. That's your clue. And of course, there is here parachuting and scuba diving. So this one is activities. These are activities. So what do you think is this? So this is a that is right. Very good. Adventurous person. Number two, Sydney is a blank city with hundreds of cafes and bars. What do you think is this? Cafes and bars is your clue there. That is correct. Lively. Very good. Number three, children ask a lot of questions because they are, what do you think? They are inquisitive. Ask a lot of questions. That is your clue there. That is the context clue. In number four, Kyoto, that is the Japanese, is a blank city with many buildings and temples. Your clue there is old buildings and temples. Correct. That is picturesque. Dan is very and hopes to have his own internet company. Up. Dan is very blank and hopes to have his own internet company. What do you think is that? Something like thinking about being rich or achieving something? Correct. That is ambitious. And number six, of course, come on, be yes. What will you have? Chocolate or strawberry ice cream? So you are going to make choices. What do you think is that? Of course, it's making being decisive. So to drive too fast. Okay, that is reckless. Very good. In Craig adjusted to live oil in Japan because it's very adjusted is the clue there. Adaptable. Very good. That is correct. So that is about the vocabulary. So I hope that you're learning about this one and it's used in the sentence now. And I hope that you can make your own sentence as well. great. Let's move on now to to the listening. But before we are going to do the listening, I have some questions with you. What are the things, places, or people that are important in your life? So that one is a question. Okay, could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend somehow, your husband or wife, could be your friends, or it could be gadgets. What do you think? What are the things, places, or people that are important in your life? Great job. So thank you for sharing about the one. So maybe some of you would answer like your husband or your wife, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, friends somehow, hanging out with friends, or collecting things, or maybe for you gadgets is important, really important. So whatever it is, you have to think that whatever you have in your life, you should be thankful and you have to enjoy it. So, especially your loved ones and your friends, you have to enjoy life while they are still alive. Okay, so um, say I love you to them, say thank you to them while they can still hear you and understand what you said. So yeah. So enjoy life then. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's move on now to our listening. So uh, this is our listening now. So thank you.
Unit 7, page 47, listening.
Now, Pepe, I'd like to ask you about the people in your life. Who do you respect, for example?
Well, I suppose my brother, Miguel. He's training to become a bullfighter.
Wow, that's adventurous.
Yes, I think he's crazy. It's so dangerous, but in Spain, bullfighters are highly respected. He's very ambitious, my brother.
Oh, right. Okay. And can you tell me about an important place in your life? Is there a place you go to a lot, for example?
Yes, I have a small farm outside the city and I go there a lot.
Why do you like it so much?
I love the countryside. It's so picturesque. I love walking in the mountains. If the weather is good and I don't have any work, I stay there for many days.
I see. And my last question, Pepe. Do you have a possession you love, something which is very important to you?
Oh, yes, that's easy. I have a small bracelet. Here, see?
Oh, yes.
I never take it off. This is with me all the time. It is very important to me. I think it brings me luck. You see?
Ah, I see. Well, thank you, Pepe, for answering those questions.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, listening about that one, so we have here sentences that you need to answer. So a person whom Pepe respects is, what do you think, or who do you think? And then number two, a place where he often goes is, let's see if you're really listening. Number three, a possession that he loves is, what do you think about that? If you're really listening about that. Okay, thank you for that answers. So actually, these are the answers for that. So a person of Pepe respect is his brother. A place where he often goes is the farm. A possession that he loves is a bracelet. Thank you so much. Now let's listen again and write true or false for each statement.
Unit 7, page 47, listening.
Now, Pepe, I'd like to ask you about the people in your life. Who do you respect, for example?
Well, I suppose my brother, Miguel. He's training to become a bullfighter.
Wow, that's adventurous.
Yes, I think he's crazy. It's so dangerous, but in Spain, bullfighters are highly respected. He's very ambitious, my brother.
Oh, right. Okay. And can you tell me about an important place in your life? Is there a place you go to a lot, for example?
Yes, I have a small farm outside the city and I go there a lot.
Why do you like it so much?
I love the countryside. It's so picturesque. I love walking in the mountains. If the weather is good and I don't have any work, I stay there for many days.
I see. And my last question, Pepe. Do you have a possession you love, something which is very important to you?
Oh, yes, that's easy. I have a small bracelet. Here, see?
Oh, yes.
I never take it off. This is with me all the time. It is very important to me. I think it brings me luck. You see?
Ah, I see. Well, thank you, Pepe, for answering those questions.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much. Now let's proceed now to the answers, of course. So let's do it. Miguel is a famous bullfighter. Is it true or false? Yes. How did you know that? You're very keen in listening. That is false. Number two, Pepe thinks his brother is very ambitious. Correct, that is true. And number three, Pepe has a small farm in the mountains. Correct, that is true. He often stays there for a long time. Hmm, true again. And he only takes his bracelet off at night. Yes, it's false. It's not true. He thinks his bracelet will bring him luck. That is true. So he mentioned that one when he was interviewed by the woman. So that is all about Pepe. So thank you so much. I hope that you got the right answer from this, and you are able to practice your listening on this one. So thank you so much. Now, before we proceed to reading, one of the reading skills is speed reading to finish the reading test or exam on time. So you have to be conscious of your time. So usually the reading tests, a lot of people got difficulties on this one, and even myself, I'm not really good in reading actually. But I have a technique on that one. I am just reading I will read a question first and find if it's what is it's looking, and then read it fast, especially in the exam. So I do that one always, and it works for me. So what do you think works for you then? So this is the tip. So to help you read quickly, give yourself a time limit and use your cell phone as a stopwatch. So during the test, there's no cell phone. So you have to use your own self. You have to read a question just seconds, like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and then, find the answer right away. So every question, so you have only like 1 minute to read, and then, or 30 seconds to read, and then find the answers, because there are so many. You have to read the passage all along, so you have to make use of your time. So that is speed reading. So that is what I do, and it works for me during the exam. And I took a lot of exams already, like TOEIC, IELTS, and the licensure examinations, and that works for me. So I just read a question first and then find that one, and then I think it works because I always pass. So remember this tip, okay? All right, now let's read the quiz. So this is the reading actually, and this is something like a trivia to you. So circle your answer to each question if you know the answer. So this is a general knowledge quiz, and let's see how much do you know. So number one, the first man who reached the South Pole was from... Yes, that's from Norway. The city where the pop group the Beatles. They were very famous during their time. So it's from Liverpool. And Yuri Gagarin was the first man who went into space. Picasso was the famous painter who came from... Yeah, I really don't know this one too. This is from Spain, of course. The planet which some people also call the red planet is... That is right, Mars. The woman who wrote the Harry Potter stories is... That is correct. J.K. Rowling, the famous and the most successful woman. Cairo in Egypt is the place where you can find... Of course, the Great Pyramid. The American city which is famous for its lively Mardi Gras festival is the New Orleans. And the popular drink which Dr. John Pemberton invented in 1886 is the Coca-Cola, which everybody loves. And the soccer is a game which began in China. Imagine that one. They created that game. That is really impressive. Now, let's practice reading. So, enter our fun competition by answering a few simple questions for the chance to spend a week in the home of the stars. So this is about the reading part and about while you are in Hollywood, this is about Hollywood. We'll arrange a number of sightseeing trips to the many fascinating places of interest in the area. So something like this one. So this is our reading part. So I will give you time to read, and then you have to answer some questions here around. All right, so you are going to tell me if it's true or false, and don't worry, I will show you the why it's false. Okay, so number one, you'll stay in an inexpensive and comfortable room. So based from what you're reading, is it true or false? Of course, it's true because you see that one. You stay in the luxurious Beverly Hills. In Beverly Hills is something, you guys. It's really expensive there. It's true, and then you'll definitely meet some movie stars at the hotel. Do you think true or false based on what you've read? Of course, it's false. It's not mentioned. Actually, it says only who knows. You might. Might means uncertain. Universal Studios doesn't make movies. It's false because you can't miss. This is where they make all the famous movies. So they make famous movies in the Universal Studios. Okay, very good. Let's proceed to number four. Most of the Walk of Fame stars have famous names on them. That is true. So the Walk of Fame began in 1960. So it's in the reading part. There are 2,000 footprints at Mann's Chinese Theater. That is false. It's not mentioned. 200 prints, not 2,000. The Hollywood sign then always say that is true because it mentioned here when the sign was put up in the 1940s, it generally said Hollywood Lawns, not Hollywood only. All right, very good. So how much did you get? I hope you get the score you deserve in the score that you got from what you have read. So I hope you got 6 from that. All right, thank you. So that's the end of week 1, where you're learning, of course, a lot of things like the adjective descriptions, describing people, and listening about Pepe, and then of course of listening about maybe some important things in life, and of course the reading skill, the speed reading skill. So remember what I told you, you have to read the question first if you are in a test. Now welcome to week 2. We're going to learn grammar here, and then of course we're going to learn about your likes and dislikes, and then write something about important in your life. So let's learn, let's play first. You're going to complete this one with your partner, and of course whoever can complete this one will win the game. Very good. All right. Okay, relative clauses. This is a phrase that adds information to a sentence. So all relative clauses describe a noun. So you have to remember that relative clause is a phrase that adds information. So that is what you have to remember. And then they begin with the relative pronoun or relative adverb. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, of course, the relative clause is about who, whom, whose, and then that, or which. So that is our relative clauses. And when, where, why. So each of that, of course, when you talk about who, that's about person. Whom also is an object to describe people, and whose is to describe possession, something that you own, and that is to describe things, defining relative clauses, and which as well. And then also when describe times, and when where describe places, and why to describe reasons. So I mentioned this one already with our prior classes before. So this is about like I discussed to you about the WH questions, and then this is talking about relative clauses. So this questions of these word this clauses actually is adding information in a sentence. So it would make the sentence more it would make the sentence longer, and then having more information in it using these relative clauses with the words when, who, where, why, when, which, whom, what. So something like those. Now, so this one actually you have to remember only example number one. This is the house, so you're going to tell me only which, who, or were. So remember, which is talking for things, who is talking for people, and who is for people, and where is for places. So example, this is the house, of course. So it's a place. Okay, where I used to live is the answer is where. So she's the girl who lives, the girl who. And then here's the book, which I told you about. The person. Okay, it's a person obviously. Who, of course. Number 5, I really like the city. CD, it's a thing. Which the school blank I studied is near. Here, school, it's a place again. Where? Do you have the pen? Pen, it's a thing, which I lent you. All right, great job. Choose the correct word to complete each sentence. New Zealand is the country, New Zealand. That, of course. Living abroad is an experience. Abroad is an experience which changes your way of thinking. He's the boy. That the one or who won the sports prize. I don't like movies which are too long. He can't stand people who smoke. She loves going to stores. Stores is your clue here, which sell unusual clothes. Very good. All right. So for speaking, I want you to complete these sentences and tell your partner and explain your reason. So example here, up close and personal time. So you're going to talk to your partner, to your friend somehow. I love going to the cities where. Example, I was like, I love going to cities where a lot of where I like going to cities that is near to the beach, like Phuket, and having a beautiful scenery. So I like Phuket because a lot of tourists there, and you can meet a lot of people. All right, so you can talk to your friends like this. You can talk all of these. I like people who, I like food that, my home is a place where. So this is talking about your likes or your dislikes somehow. So you have to mention this one and talk to your friends, and by that you can learn more with each other and you can share as well. And this is really fun. So you have to enjoy talking to your friends. Or you can also talk to other people so that you will, if you want to know about him or her. Okay, so these are the things. Talk to you and enjoy talking to your friends. All right, for writing, I want you to write about someone that is important in your life. So I know all of us having our own people that we look up to. So I think example for me, I would like to to write about my parents somehow or my friends, because I have friends like I look up to, like my older sisters or something like that. So think of a person who is important to you, getting married, good traveling, or have children. Think of the reason why this person is important to you, and then say how often you see this person. So example for that one, like this one, I made this one here. Today I'm going to talk about my parents who are really important to me, my dad who is 70 years old, and my mom is 60. This is real, okay? This is me, okay? This is about me. So I'm talking about my parents. I'm old now, and they're really important to me. And I believe with the saying that, honor thy mother and father, and you will have a long life. So that's why I'm honoring them. I love my dad and my mom. So this is how you're going to write. So please make use of the words that we learn, like example, the adjectives, descriptive adjectives. You can also use the relative clauses that we are learning, like this one. My dad who. So that is, you can use like that also. Like this one, about my parents who are really important to me. So you have to include like that, and make fun in writing and be creative in writing. So you are free. There is always freedom in writing. So enjoy writing, and I hope that you can express who is the most important person in your life, or who are the most important people in your life. All right, and that is all of the Unit 7. These are our resources. Please check this one out if you want to see the materials I'm using. So these are the resources here. And I think that would be all this time. Thank you so much for listening and watching the video. And I hope that you're going to be learning a lot of things here. And if you have questions, you can directly message me in my email. So, or message me, or reach me at the university. So thank you so much, and have a great day ahead. Goodbye.